There's something undeniably magical about walking into a beautifully designed, open-concept home. The way light dances across the room, the effortless flow between spaces, that instant feeling of harmony. It's no wonder this style has dominated modern interiors for years. But here's the truth. Open concept living isn't just about removing walls. It's an art form, a delicate balance of aesthetics, function, and psychology. So why do some open spaces feel chaotic while others feel like a sanctuary? The difference lies in intentional design. Today, we're revealing the secrets interior designers use to craft spaces that are both breathtaking and livable. Whether you're renovating, building from scratch, or just refreshing your home, these principles will transform how you experience open living. We'll cover everything from foundational layout strategies to the tiny finishing touches that pull it all together. You'll learn zoning tricks, material pairings, lighting layering techniques, and even how color influences mood. Plus, we'll explore 2025's biggest trends, like biomorphic furniture and quiet luxury finishes. If you're ready to create a home that feels cohesive, calming, and uniquely yours, hit subscribe and let's dive in. And don't forget to like this video, it helps us bring you more content like this. Now, let's start with the backbone of open concept design, flow and zoning. Segment 1, Mastering Flow and Zoning. First, why zoning is the unsung hero. Imagine this. You walk into a home where the sofa floats awkwardly in the middle of the room. The dining table is crammed next to the kitchen island, and there's no sense of purpose. This is what happens when zoning is ignored. Open concept doesn't mean one giant room. It means intelligently connected spaces. Zoning creates invisible boundaries that guide how you live in the space. Think of it like a city. Neighborhoods, zones, have distinct identities. but roads, flow, connect them seamlessly. Your living, dining, kitchen, and work areas should each feel like their own neighborhood while contributing to the whole. Start by identifying your non-negotiables. Do you entertain often? Prioritize a spacious dining zone. Work from home, carve out an office nook. Love cooking. Ensure your kitchen has a functional layout. Then, use design tools like area rugs, furniture placement, and lighting to softly separate these zones without walls. Walk through your space like a first-time visitor. Can you intuitively tell where the living area ends and the dining begins? If not, it's time to redefine your zones. Second, furniture as a zoning tool. Furniture is your secret weapon for zoning. A well-placed sofa can anchor a living area, while a console table behind it acts as a subtle room divider. Here's how to use furniture strategically. The float method. Avoid pushing all furniture against walls. Floating a sofa or bookshelf in the middle of the room creates natural pathways and defines zones. Back-to-back seating, placed to sofas or chairs. Back-to-back to separate living and dining areas. Dual-purpose pieces. A kitchen island can double as a breakfast bar and a divider between cooking and lounging spaces. In 2025, curved furniture is huge for zoning. A round sectional or oval dining table softens sightlines and improves flow. And don't forget scale. Oversized furniture in a small space kills harmony. Leave at least 3 feet for walkways. Third, flooring and levels for definition. One of the oldest designer tricks. Use flooring to signal zone changes. Hardwood in the living area, tiles in the kitchen, or a bold rug under the dining table visually separates spaces. But consistency is key. Stick to 2 to 3 materials max to avoid chaos. Asterisk. For drama, play with levels. A sunken living room, like a 70s conversation pit, or a raised platform for a dining area adds dimension. Even a single step up can define a zone. Just ensure transitions are safe, no tripping hazards. Sightlines matter too. Stand at your home's entrance. What's the first thing you see? A messy counter or a stunning vignette? Design your zones so the most beautiful elements, a fireplace, artwork, a greenery-filled corner, are the focal points. Segment 2: Material Harmony, the unsung hero of cohesion. While open concept spaces thrive on visual continuity, the true magic lies beneath the surface, in the deliberate dialogue between materials that whisper rather than shout, creating a symphony of touch and tone that guides the eye effortlessly from one zone to another, without the jarring dissonance of clashing finishes or the sterility of overmatched uniformity. Which is why the most harmonious interiors adhere to what designers call the rule of three, where a trio of core materials, perhaps warm walnut, unlacquered brass, and undyed linen, are repeated rhythmically throughout the space to ground it in cohesion while still allowing for moments of delightful contrast. Like the unexpected pairing of a matte black steel fireplace surround against the soft curves of a cream buccal sofa, or the way a cluster of hand-thrown ceramic vases atop a sleek quartz console table bridges the gap between organic imperfection and engineered precision. This repetition isn't about monotony, but rather about creating a visual through line. Imagine how the same brushed oak used for floating shelves in the kitchen might reappear in the legs of the dining table and again in the frame of a living room mirror, subtly reinforcing the connection between these zones while allowing distinct functions to shine. Much like a musical motif that recurs throughout a symphony with variations that keep it fresh. And this approach becomes especially powerful when layered with texture, where the roughness of a jute rug underfoot plays against the cool smoothness of a polished concrete floor, or the way a nubby wool throw draped over a buttery leather chair invites touch while adding depth to what might otherwise feel flat. Proving that material harmony isn't just visual, but deeply tactile, engaging the senses to make a space feel lived in and loved. In 2025, this philosophy is evolving with a focus on biophilic materiality, where finishes aren't just chosen for aesthetics, but for their ability to connect us to the natural world. Think of countertops embedded with fossilized stone that reveal millennia of geological history when sunlight hits them at dawn. Or reclaimed timber beams whose knots and grain patterns tell silent stories of forests past. Or even innovative new composites like mycelium-based leather and carbon-negative cork flooring that bring sustainability into the conversation without sacrificing luxury. Because true harmony now demands that materials be kind to both the eye and the earth. A duality that's reshaping how we define beauty in the modern home. Yet for all the poetry of material selection, the devil is in the details. The unassuming hardware on kitchen cabinets, the finish of a single doorknob, the stitching on a throw pillow. Because it's these micro choices that collectively determine whether a space feels intentionally curated or accidentally assembled. Which is why consistency in finishes matters profoundly. Whether that means committing to oil-tipped bronze for all plumbing fixtures and drawer pulls, or embracing the trending mixed metals. Approach with the discipline to limit the palette to two complementary finishes, say, brushed nickel and aged brass, distributed with strategic balance rather than randomness, ensuring that every material, from the macro to the micro, feels like part of a grander narrative rather than a stray sentence in search of a story. Segment 3. Lighting, the invisible architect. Lighting in an open concept space performs a delicate ballet, at once functional and emotional, where the cold clarity of morning task lighting must surrender gracefully to the amber embrace of evening ambience. And this metamorphosis demands a hierarchy of light sources that collaborate like instruments in an orchestra. The bright, even tones of recessed ceiling lights serving as the foundational strings section, the directional glow of a swing-arm wall lamp over a reading nook as the woodwinds, and the sculptural drama of a hand-blown glass pendant above the dining table as the bold brass crescendo. Each layer playing its part to compose an atmosphere that adapts to the rhythm of daily life while sculpting the space into zones of purpose and repose without the need for physical barriers. Which is why the most successful schemes consider not just the fixtures themselves, but the quality of light they emit, with color temperatures meticulously chosen to mirror the sun's journey. From 5000K daylight mimicking LEDs in home offices to 2700K candle-like warmth in lounging areas, all controllable at the touch of a smartphone to reflect activity, mood, or even the weather outside. Asterisk. The artistry of lighting lies in its ability to deceive the eye, to make ceilings feel higher with uplighting that grazes textured plaster, to carve intimate corners out of vast rooms with pools of focused illumination, or to guide movement through space with the subconscious pull of a well-placed floor lamp. And in 2025, this deception grows more sophisticated with circadian lighting, systems that automatically adjust intensity and hue to align with our biological clocks, promoting alertness at breakfast and melatonin-friendly dimness by dessert. While architectural lighting, think discrete LED channels tucked into crown molding or under floating vanities, washes walls in gradients that make boundaries feel fluid, proving that light itself can be the most versatile building material in an open concept home, capable of rewriting the rules of spatial perception with the flick of a switch. Asterisk. Yet for all its technical prowess, lighting's highest purpose is to flatter, to cast skin in forgiving warmth during dinner parties, to highlight the ripple in a hand-thrown vase at golden hour, to banish shadows from workspace corners where creativity thrives. Which is why the placement of every fixture should be interrogated with the precision of a cinematographer framing a shot, asking not just, is there enough light, but where does the light fall and what story does it tell? Because when done right, lighting doesn't merely illuminate a room. It choreographs an experience, transforming drywall and flooring into a stage where daily life unfolds with cinematic grace. And perhaps no lighting trend embodies this ethos more perfectly than 2025's obsession with organic luminaires, fixtures crafted from materials like unglazed ceramic, rattan, or even salt crystals that diffuse light into ethereal patterns. Because in an era where screens dominate our visual fields, we crave lighting that feels analog and alive, that connects us to the irregular beauty of nature even in the most modern of interiors, serving as both functional object and kinetic sculpture, a reminder that harmony isn't found in perfection but in the balanced interplay of contrasts, much like open concept living itself. Asterisk. What we've uncovered today is that the secret to open concept harmony isn't a single trick, but an alchemy. The transformation of space into place through the intentional layering of zones that respect function without sacrificing flow. Materials that converse across textures yet speak a common language. Lighting that sculpts mood as deftly as it illuminates tasks, and colors that shift with the hours to reflect both personality and practicality. All working in concert to create homes that don't just look beautiful in photographs, but feel profoundly right in lived experience. Where every design choice, from the grandeur of a sectional's curve to the minutiae of a switchplate's finish, contributes to a totality greater than the sum of its parts, a lesson that extends far beyond interior design into how we might all aspire to compose our lives with intention, with adaptability, and above all, with harmony. If this journey through open concept alchemy resonated with you, let us know in the comments which principle you'll implement first: the zoning strategies, the material mixology, the lighting layering, or the color psychology. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the art of living beautifully. Because the conversation about what makes a house a home is one we're passionate about continuing with you, one thoughtful design choice at a time.